Hey guys, it's Amanda. So I was reading an article the other day about why Brits drink tea, and I thought I would share it with you guys. Did you know that 84% of Brits drink tea every single day? It's something like 100 million cups every day. I mean, it's not all that much really, is it? And there is actually a website that you can check. Like it has like a daily counter of how many cups of tea are drank every single day. I can't remember what it's called. Is it the British Tea Association, maybe? But either way, mental. I actually went on it and it is millions and it just goes up and down, up and down. But anyway, what makes tea so great? Is it because it's a natural source of fluoride that helps prevent tooth decay? Or is there another reason? Let's look into it. And also, what do you think is the best brand of tea? Before I dive into today's video, I wanted to ask you something. Have you ever wanted to be called a lord or lady? If your answer is yes, of course, then I have some great news. Established Titles is a project based on a historic Scottish custom where landowners are referred to as lairds, or lords and ladies in English. Each title pack gives you at least 1 square foot of dedicated land with a unique plot number and your very own official certificate. Here is mine. Very official. Lady Amanda Ray. And you can even officially include the title Lord or Lady on your credit cards or plane tickets, which is pretty cool. But I think it's such a fun and novel way to preserve the natural woodlands of Scotland while helping global reforestation efforts. They work with charities such as One Tree Planted and Trees for the Future, which are wonderful. And if that wasn't enough, another perk is that they plant a tree with every order. So not only are you now a laird, you're making the world a better place, supporting a great cause. The first 200 people purchasing a title pack using my link will effectively be next to my plot. So join me and together we can build our own little kingdom. It makes an amazing last-minute gift for the tough-to-buy people in your life. And Established Titles is actually running a massive Black Friday sale right now. Plus, if you use the code RAY10, you get an additional 10% off. So go to establishedtitles.com/Ray10 to get your gifts now and help support the channel. So tea has been around for thousands of years and is native to not only 2 regions in the world, China and northern India. Now, tea is believed to have come to Britain in the 17th century, with the very first recorded sale of tea in England was in like the 1950s. Well, I think it was a bit later than that.
Oh, can you imagine?
It was the 1650s. However, it was Chinese green tea. It wasn't until the early 1800s that the tea we know today was brought over by the East India Company. King Charles II and his wife made drinking tea popular, but because of the government's heavy taxation, only the wealthy could afford it. It wasn't until the taxes were reduced that everyone could enjoy it from there. Its popularity just grew bigger and bigger until what it is today. The Duchess of Bedford in 1840 introduced afternoon tea as a way to tidy over those hunger pains between lunch and dinner, which is usually around 4 p.m., which I think is a great idea. I've had afternoon tea a few times for special occasion, and I enjoyed the cute little triangle sandwiches and sweet treats with my tea. But it's not as popular as it's made out to be. For any Americans or non-Brits, for that matter, that are watching this, it's something that is enjoyed every once in a while, not all the time. Some people never have it at all. I know the movies definitely make it seem more significant than it is, but it's really not. I always thought that high tea was the same thing, as I've heard some people mention Scottish high tea, which is the same thing. They just add hot food, like cheese on toast. However, high tea is actually something completely different. It's a big hearty meal and tea, usually served after 5 p.m. when people get off work, which I actually just had a little light bulb moment there. Now I get why some people call dinner or supper tea. Huh, see, learning something new every day.
Nice.
Anyway, back to the nation's favorite drink. Everyone I know drinks tea, multiple cups a day. But it's not just a hot drink. It's also a form of comfort. That's the best word that I can use to describe it. I think the famous saying is, a cup of tea can solve all problems in life. It's the first thing that's offered when you visit someone's home or someone visits yours, or if you've had a bad day, or maybe it's freezing, it's chucking it down outside and you have a cup of tea to warm you up. You can have a cup of tea for pretty much anything. So you'll probably be shocked to know that I only started drinking tea 4 years ago. I was one of the millions of coffee drinkers. Now, don't get me wrong, I still enjoy a nice cup of Joe, but I usually go for a brew nowadays, and I like mine with milk and a little bit of sugar. A fun little fact that maybe you didn't know, Brits started to put milk in tea because the china cups that it was served in used to crack from the heat of the water, so the milk was added to cool it down. And now, there are around 1,500 different types of tea in the UK. But from what I've read, black tea is the nation's favorite with milk and sugar. More specifically, Twinings. I'm not sure if it's actually Twinnings or Twinings, but Twinnings sounds better, I think. And it actually has the royal seal of approval as well. I'll be honest, I never had it. I've actually never had any brand apart from Tetley. So I might have to give some other brands a try to see which one I like the best. Maybe I'll even do like a video on it, do like a taste test of what is my favorite tea brand. Let me know if that'd be something that you'd be interested in. And also, I know I asked you earlier, let me know what your favorite brand is. Are you the fan of Twinings or Yorkshire or PG? Let me know in the comments. And as always, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, smash that like button if that's what you're into, and I'll see you in the next video.